Hi guys. Okay, so this is my April wrap up. If you hear Darren dying in the background, don't worry about it. This is my April. I said that he's like. I read 6 books in April. Officially finished 6 books in April, which 3 of them are the Inheritance Game series. Anyway, so that means I read 1,985 pages. Yeah, it doesn't feel like a lot, mind you. I don't know. This month was not very good. I kept feeling very unwell, didn't I? He's not gonna answer loud enough for you to hear, but he's nodding. And then my eyes kept getting really blurry. Like even now, sometimes they blur a little bit. So yeah, not as bad as they were, but obviously you can't read when you got blurry eyes. So yeah. Anyway, back into the books that we read. So we read The Inheritance Games, which is a 4.5 star. I did do a reading vlog for this one. I actually did a reading vlog for so far the other these 3 books. Um, yeah, it is a non-spoiler. I can't obviously give you like loads of information, but realistically, it's just about a girl that ends up with inheritance that was unexpected. Yeah, that's literally it. I can't really tell you much. If you haven't read it, I can't tell you. It's a non-spoiler. Yeah, I did enjoy it though. It was fun to read, and it's book 1 in the series, so that's even more nicer. Yeah, yeah, we're behind this month on videos, so please forgive me. Then we went into the Throwhorn Legacy. Um, this also was a 4.5 star. I still enjoyed this book series so far. Um, I'm not gonna lie, I felt like when I saw other people's reviews and stuff that there's a bit more like a love triangle going on. It doesn't feel that way at all. But it's not giving me that vibe at all. So yeah. But regardless, I still enjoyed it. There's still the um help me here. Reading vlog for this one available anyway as a non-spoiler. So you can still read that. You can still listen to that and watch that and not worry about the spoilage, but I gave it a 4.5 star. And it's not bad for a YA. So I feel like I'm getting more YA mysteries in this year. And then I read The Final Gambit, which I gave 4.75 stars. So I preferred this one over the other 2, um, which is fine because, that happens. Uh, where's the. Okay. Yeah, so I don't know what I'm doing right now. Sorry. I gave this one a 4.75 star. I did enjoy it. There is still a vlog on this one as well. Um, yeah, yeah. Um, I feel like this wrapped up the series really well as an overall, but I'm so glad we have more to it because I have so many more questions on so many more things that I really want answers to. Because by this point, I still feel like we have had hardly any answers. Oh Lord. And then I read a book that wasn't on my original TBR, which is The Ritual. Me and Darren are doing a couple reading vlog, which is like a full spoiler vlog. So if you haven't read it and don't want the spoiler, please don't read it. Don't watch that video. This is a 4.75 star. So yeah, do that as we will. I did enjoy this. Um, I don't know. I heard someone else saying it wasn't as good, but when I read it, like, I was kind of like power reading for it. Wouldn't you say? Yeah, I didn't want to put it down. I'm excited to read the rest of the series. I know it's not like a literal like series that follows like that. It's an interconnected kind of series. Like it all has like a main storyline of like they're all the lords and stuff. But still, I've enjoyed it. Yeah, I did enjoy it. Perhaps that says more about me as a person. Yeah, Dara was like, it does. It says a lot about me as a person, doesn't it? I enjoyed it. Okay. I don't feel bad for that. Not in the slightest. Yes, I know. He's saying that I have no morals. Anyway, he's gonna make a coffee, so he won't be in the room for much longer, judging me and my dark morals. Actually, saying that though, he enjoyed Satan's Affair, so yeah. And he did say he questioned his own morals from enjoying it, didn't you? So there's that. We're gonna stick that there. And then I read Off to the Races by Elsie Silver. This was a 4.75 star as well. Yeah, it was as well. I did enjoy this. I feel like this one felt so different from the rest of Elsie's books, like ever. Like the male main character felt really different to her other ones. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is actually her first series that she wrote. And you can feel the difference from here to Chestnut Springs to obviously now Rose Hill. Like the characters, they overall her writing for the characters has developed and changed, but this is still a good book. I still enjoyed it. It was actually not what I was expecting. I'm just super excited because I know the next one is Violet's story, and obviously, we got to find out, Little Eaton. Plus, also when I was reading that series, I was so dying to know what was her story, so I'm so excited for that. Regardless of that, it was still a good book, and yeah, it was a buddy read too, so I had to make sure I had it read by then. Yeah, so there was that one, which is book 5 of my finished books. 1, 2, 3, yeah, 5. And then I read Providence, which okay, so I gave this a 3 star. I don't know if it's because I just generally didn't like its writing or because I do sometimes tend to be a mood reader and maybe I weren't feeling it quite right. I will be rereading it again eventually when I feel up to it. Because I do feel like maybe I read it but like didn't read it, if you get what I mean. Like, you can ask me what happened in it. I kind of got the rough idea. This kid goes missing, comes back years later. He's a full grown man. He has powers, and the reason why it's called Providence is because it's kind of set there at one point. Yeah, I feel like we had like 3 different people's stories. Of course, they all kind of connect together, obviously, but the point is, it's just, yeah, there was so much going on that as soon as you start trying to get into a little bit of it, something else happens, and you're now like, oh, okay, cool. We're not gonna focus on what I just read then, no? Okay, cool. And it feels like there's lots of jumping, like as in time periods, like the time period changes too much. You go from one point, like there's like a whole half of a book that was pretty much in like the past tense, and then suddenly in the next bit um we're at a point where his powers are showing and things like that, and then we're jumping like a year, weeks, years, months, years, and I'm like, wow. So by this point now we're like several years in the future, like ahead from where we started, and yeah, there's just a lot of chaos going on there. Overall, I did still kind of like the idea of the book. I just didn't quite get the feels of the book when reading the book. So I will give it a second chance and see how that goes. But maybe it is because I'm a mood reader, and sometimes when I'm not in the mood for something, I can't really zone in on it, if that makes sense. I guess it does, but yeah. So yeah, it's that. And then I have the book I did start but haven't finished is what's it? Raiders of the Lost Heart. I actually decided to annotate this one, so my first ever annotation in a book, and yeah, I haven't really finished it. I am on page 182, so kind of halfway. This will obviously go into May to finish off eventually when I feel up to it. Not yet though. I'm probably gonna take it with me to London to finish. But yeah, so there's that. I have so far felt that this one, yeah, it wasn't what I was expecting. I feel we're halfway and our main characters are hilarious. Okay, I do love the whole Tomb Raider, Indiana Jones kind of feels. I love those movies. I love the whole that aspect of things, and I love how they reference him as like the Indiana Jones that doesn't have fun or anything, and reference her as like Indiana like slash Tomb Raider, how she has all the fun and does all the weird stuff. I like those references that they've dropped in there. What? This is what I've said. It's not a challenge. Anyway, yeah, so I'm enjoying it right now. It's definitely at a 4 point. Well, it's definitely at a 4 star at the moment. Hopefully by the time I finish it though, it'll be different. But I am enjoying it. It's fun. It's like one of those reads that you know when you want something like cute and fluffy, and you just wanna, yeah, it's one of those reads. Yeah, I do actually have another 6 on my TBR down there. I think. No, I don't. I have more than that. There's 7 down there. I think. I don't know how many are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 books still down there. 8 because I actually read 5 from my 4 from my actual TBR, 2 that weren't, and I did start the 5th one. I still have 8 down there because Darren decided to give me. How did you give me them? He gave me 13 books. So yeah, that's where we ended up. That is where we finished off with this many. Ow! I hurt my sleeve. Don't laugh. He's laughing at me. Ooh. These are the books that I read. But saying that though, I don't have many for May. Yeah, we'll get into that when we go May's. But yeah, I didn't do the reading challenge that Darren set for me. That was read my entire TV, I'll get my 50 quid. I didn't do it. I didn't succeed. I don't get £50. I read 6 books. I was on my 7th. Mind you, he didn't actually say. He said I had to read the amount that was in the TBR. So if I'd managed to read 13 books, even if they weren't on the TBR, I still would have got it. Yeah. But I didn't. So I didn't fail miserably. I read 6.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
I was on book 7.
Well, then you had 6 books then.
Yeah, it's fine. In 2 weeks though. I read it in 2 weeks. I read 6 books in 2 weeks because the last 2 weeks I haven't been feeling that great.
Maybe you should 25 for this one.
No, that was stupid. But anyway, so that is literally my wrap up. I didn't succeed in Darren's challenge. Next month, the only real books I've got are the ones that I'm taking to London anyway. Something stupid. So that's literally the month's TBR. It's just gonna be those. But if I can get any other ones in after that, I really will. And I do want to finish obviously this one because I've started it already. And I have an 8-hour coach journey, so you know that'll be fun. So yeah, I'm gonna leave you guys there. Sorry it's so late. I really am behind. You'll probably see other videos before you see this at this point. I'm so sorry. I'm not normally this far behind, but I'm so sorry. Yeah, we'll leave you there, guys. Bye.